Toreha deh.
Hey everyone, welcome to the detailed Legion
Masih ada
Raid
yang
guide
nggak ngerti
series.
sih
This is a
beberapa.
guide.
Gue masih ada beberapa yang nggak ngerti sih. Yang kayak itu skill D-nya yang bom-bom itu apa anda? Enggak, itu yang sekarang di gunner-nya. Itu kan
To the
dia
Legion
ada
Raid Kakul-Saydon.
ngelempar-lempar
If you're planning
kayak
to run
project
this raid
style
blind,
gitu.
feel free to skip this video. The video will cover the gate 1 of the Legion Raid Kakul-Saydon. Let's get to it right away. Kakul-Saydon has total 3 gates in the raid, with 1 hidden last phase at gate 3. The Legion Raid boss itself does not have overwhelming HP amounts, but comparing with future Legion Raids coming up like Belshazzar, this is where a lot of special mechanics take appearance. Normal attacks will start a lot more with additional debuff attributes like added burn damage as well. First of all, let's talk about the main mechanic for all Cuckoo's gates, Mayhem Gauge. Just like by Kiss Gate 3, you'll have this Mayhem Gauge throughout the fight. Other than Cuckoo's auto melee attacks, his special attacks fills up various Mayhem Gauge. If this Mayhem Gauge fills up to 100%, you'll transform into a clown. When you're transformed into a clown, you take additional damage, so if you happen to be a very squishy character, you must watch out when you transform. Also, every time anyone transforms into a clown, Cuckoo receives an additional defense buff that stacks up as well. This Saydon's buff can only be deleted by Esther and Nana. When the Mayhem gauge is 50%, the bar UI will turn red and create 4 small orbs around you. This orb will explode in cross-shaped lasers few seconds after. You can see the explosion's direction by identifying where the small orbs are created around you. This laser can infect other players if you hit them too, and when other players get infected, they will create a small red aura down their.
Iya, yang laser. Abis itu nanti muncul lagi kalau lu full 2 kali setahu gua.
Feet. If other players step on this aura, it will increase their mayhem gauge. This is the main mechanic where the raid becomes chaotic and hectic if you don't control it. It is best to stay far away and try not to hit your party mates with the infecting lasers. The clown has 3 skills in your skill bar, and those provide various advantages and disadvantages to the team. Let's go over the skills. The Q, the clown will throw a bomb, decreasing everyone's defense on hit. This is including your teammate as well. W, the clown will play his trumpet. Teammates inside the sound wave circle will lower their mayhem gauge, but teammates outside will gain mayhem gauge. E skill, clown will spawn a present box, which will need to be attacked and be opened with ether inside. If any teammates take this ether, their mayhem gauge will decrease, but it will also create a small explosion around the taker, and anyone hit by this explosion will gain mayhem gauge. It is recommended to not use the W skill unless you're 100% sure everyone's around the area of effect. You can also spawn the present box away from the center of the map and attack it with a bomb to open it. Then you will have an extra ether ready for teammates to take if their mayhem gauge is in danger zone. Make sure to know the Q skill debuff can affect everyone, including your teammates as well. So be aware of the attack range and explosion range. As some of you guys know already, Legion Raid Kakul-Saydon is 2 bosses in 1. There's Kakul and there's Saydon. You're facing Saydon on the first gate, the big guy. Here are the major mechanics based on the HP lines. 130, reflect stagger check. 110, find a real Saydon, or lights out. 85, dance time. 60, second reflect stagger check. 50, roulette. 30, second find the real Saydon. The reflex stagger check and fighting real Saydon mechanic repeat twice during the fight. So gate 1 has 4 unique mechanics. While these are the major line-based mechanics, there are also time-based unique mechanics as well, so we'll go over them both in details throughout the video. But at the start of the fight, every player will get 1 playing cards above their head. It could be a heart, it could be a diamond, it could be a spade or a clover. During the fight, Saydon will sometimes spawn a toy box, which will explode into playing card shapes or a bomb. Bomb explode very slowly, so it's easily dodgeable, but if it spawns a playing card like heart, diamond, clover, or spade, Party mate with the corresponding symbol will need to take that drop to drop their mayhem gauge. However, if the wrong symbol players takes the ether, it will explode in a large area and provide a huge amount of mayhem gauge. So it's crucial for everyone to communicate and take their ether properly. So during the progress of the raid, the first major mechanic you'll see is the reflex stagger check. Around HP line 130, Saydon will create a large magic circle around them and proceed to activate his stagger check. When this mechanic starts, he spawns a purple reflect shield on both front, back, or just in front of him. These purple shields does reflect damage to your character, so it is critical to not stagger him on the wrong side. The stagger meter is about the same as Viking's first gate, so it is important to either save your stagger skills using overwhelm runes or use a whirlwind grenade. Again, it is crucial to identify where the purple shield spawns first, then stagger afterwards when the orange bar appears. Depending on the party's overall DPS, you can see some of these unique time-based mechanics before or after the 130 reflex stagger check. Let's go with the first unique time-based mechanic. Saydon will teleport to the middle with a unique sound cue. Afterwards, he will spawn a large 4-divided pizza with all 4 playing card symbols. Player will need to find their corresponding shape and stand on top of it before the explosion. If you fail, you will receive a lot of damage and gain mayhem.
Projectile.
And stand pizza with a unique
Belum
Let's go with
kelihatan.
the first unique time-based mechanic. Saydon will teleport to the middle
Gunnernya
with a unique sound cue.
pas jalan ke
Afterwards, he
atas.
will spawn a large 4-divided pizza with all 4 playing card
Dia
symbols.
tembak sebentar gitu.
Player will need to find
Itu
their
apaan?
corresponding shape and stand on top of it before the explosion. If you fail, you will receive a lot of damage
Apaan?
and gain mayhem gauge as well. Second unique time-based mechanic.
Yang mana?
Saydon will spawn playing card and gain mayhem
Serius,
gauge as
tapi
well.
gue lihat itu
Mana?
Before the
skill
playing
decknya.
card symbols. Player will need to spawn a large
Ungu-ungu
4-divided
mah skill
pizza
gunslinger
with all
sih ya.
4 playing card symbols. Player will need to find their corresponding shape and stand on top of it before the explosion.
Gua nggak
If you
pernah pakai
fail, you
skill
will
itu.
receive a lot of damage
Emang-
and gain mayhem gauge as well.
Itu
Second
masalahnya
unique
nggak
time-based mechanic.
ngedamage, nggak
Saydon will spawn
ngapa-ngapain.
playing card warrior ads.
Bosnya juga.
The card symbols have no meaning, but their initial spawn impact does damage and fills up your mayhem gauge, so it is advisable to focus on dodging. These ads do not do much damage to you, but if you do not get rid of them,
Lu langsung
they will create
nyobain.
pools around them that will increase your mayhem gauge a lot. Since they're very annoying, you must take care of them all quickly. Third unique time-based mechanic. This usually wipes progression parties. If you do not have sufficient DPS, you'll see this pattern once or twice. Saydon will have a sound cue saying about rolling the dice. When this happens, Saydon will roll the dice, choose a playing card symbol randomly, and based on the dice's color, 1 or 3 people will be rooted to the ground, unable to do any actions. Afterwards, Saydon will spawn a series of 4 playing cards that homes to the nearest player. The team's goal is to have everyone to take the correct card with their corresponding symbols above their head. Since 1 or 3 people are rooted, it is crucial to kite the cards correctly to the rooted player. If you happen to take the wrong symbol card, the AoE damage is enough to kill an eye-level characters, so you must be aware of this mechanic. So let's talk more about the third unique time-based mechanic, the dice rolling. There are a few reasons why this pattern gives such problems to progression parties. 1. Some party mates were doing DPS too far away from everyone else, so the distance was too far to control the playing card spawned. 2. Few players are being too close to each other for it to be impossible to feed the corresponding playing cards. 3. Being rooted way too close to Saydon when he does this mechanic because the card's gonna spawn and then the rooted player is gonna take the cards immediately. To avoid these situations, it is important for all the players to position themselves in orderly fashion before this mechanic starts. Initially, all players will need to be decently away from Saydon because you need more time to react what symbol card is being spawned, so you don't want that problem number 3 happening. As for the 3 players who are not the same symbol that the dice is being shown, they need to make sure that they're not close together either for the number 2 problem. It also helps for the party to predetermine their position beforehand. Usually Pugs in Korea utilizes the 6 o'clock south position. This is because the Lost Ark UI is placed on the bottom, so you'll have more vision if you watch the top side instead of bottom. If this particular dice pattern is really troublesome for the party, you can actually use Esther and Nana as well. The Esther can block up the 3 cards, so all you need to do is succeed 1 of the cards from the 4. You can also kite the cards until it disappears. But since the new spawn card sees the nearest player, you'll need to watch out to not let the wrong cards reach the rooted player. This pattern also has set patterns as well. The cheat sheet will also be included in the description along with additional videos in the future. So if you have been progressing without big issues, around 110 lines you'll see second major mechanic, find the real Saydon, or you can actually call it lights out as well. When this mechanic starts, you'll hear Cuckoo talk about finding out the real Saydon, where lights being turned off and Saydon will appear in X position or ×3+1 on the party members. These positions can be predetermined before the battle, so it is crucial to take your positions immediately when it becomes dark. Saydon will also spawn 2 spinning orbs around them that will paralyze you, and it gives you a blindness debuff. So dodging the orbs is crucial. While dodging the orbs, you will need to either notice Saydon is firing a gun or giving you a heart symbol.
Pinhati atau
Out of the
ambang.
4 Saydons, only one will do a different motion. Everyone will need to stare at the correct one to avoid death. After predetermining a position for everyone, it will be very clear if everyone pings either the gun motion or the heart motion. Korean pub tends to ping the heart for no particular reason, but it is crucial for everyone to be aware of the motion that they're pinging. If DPS lacks a little bit, you'll see another unique time-based pattern before or after this mechanic. Saydon will fire a series of circus balls in the air with a sound cue. Afterwards, it will create series of donut explosions everywhere around the map. It is advisable to focus on dodging this at the time because it will do a lot of damage to you if explosions are stacked up on top of each other. Staying far away from Saydon is a good choice, is because afterwards additional circus balls will fall down and duplicate themselves while sizes become smaller. It will split into smaller balls twice. Since directions will change on every split and is very hard to dodge, it is crucial to not stay close to the balls at all. If you happen to get hit by any of the circus balls though, it will give you a high damage and a paralysis effect. So explosion size is rather big as well, that can lead to additional combos to your death. So utilizing a time stop or utilizing swiftness for slower classes is recommended. And at 85 lines, Saydon will close the curtains and turn everyone into a clown. After the curtains are open, you'll see Saydon in the center dancing while clapping his hands. All players need to move and stand on top of the corresponding play card symbols. Otherwise, being outside the symbol will damage you over time, resulting in quick death. The clown will have 4 skills, Q, W, E, R buttons. These are specific gestures you'll be utilizing go through the dance mechanic. After enough time has been passed, Saydon will choose one of the 4 random poses. You'll need to press the same pose on your skill bar. The pose buttons on the Q, W, E, R keys are all random for all players. So one person does not need to call out the skill letter because other players may have the different poses on them. Sometimes Saydon will turn around and do a pose too. In this case, you can choose any pose that is not the same as the Saydon does. On item level, failing the puzzle twice will almost guarantee death damage due to not having able to recover your health when transformed into clown. Afterwards, at 60 lines, there will be another reflex stagger check. Then at 50, there will be another unique major mechanic, the roulette. Saydon will close the curtains again and open them later standing on top of the giant roulette spin table. The roulette has 8 unique symbols and it will spin total 3 times. The goal is to stand on top of the same symbol on your head. It will switch on every spin, so you have to keep an eye on your head to avoid confusion. Also, it is crucial to recognize that there are solid colors and line pattern colors as a background. So you will need to identify the background of the shapes that you're being given. Every spins will also have projectiles flying at you between, so watch them for that as well. After you've passed the spinning wheel 3 times, the wheel will also explode, so just staying far outside of the wheel will help you avoid the explosion. So for the roulette pattern, if you're having trouble finding your spot in time, there are some additional tips that can help you. Let's say your symbol is a spade. Spade on the wheel is always opposite to clover, and hearts are always opposite to diamond. So if your symbol happens to be a spade with a line background, finding either your symbol plus looking for a clover with a line background will boost your chance in identifying your spots in time. As battles goes on, any of the unique time-based mechanics can happen again. Additionally, sometimes you'll also spawn a flamethrower tower at this point of the fight that will hinder the party. These flame towers fire flames from both sides in a clockwise formation, giving lots of mayhem gauge to people who gets hit. Other than that, it doesn't do much. However, if you leave them there for too long, they will also emit Medusas throughout the whole map, so it is crucial to take care of them as fast as you can when they appear. Afterwards, the last mechanic will be find the real Saydon for the second time on HP line 30. Since there are still time-based unique mechanics, be on guard and progress throughout the fight to beat Saydon. That covers most of the major gimmicks, and this video will also cover some important normal patterns that we believe is good to go over. First one, yellow or red bomb pattern. Saydon will hold either a yellow or a red bomb in his hand.
Bisa dari belakang kan?
He will dash while spinning around before the X or a
Oh,
plus impact. The
oh,
spin attack is
aras
very
dia
dangerous,
kayaknya.
so you must keep your distance. After the spin, if the bomb is yellow, it'll be a plus explosion. If the bomb is red, it'll be an X explosion. Make sure to try to recognize the staff's position though, because the explosion will be started off from his staff. Afterwards, he'll disappear to do a rather quick
Lama
outside
kok
safe,
itu
inside safe
nembaknya.
explosion. He's going to choose a random party mate and smash the ground
Mulai
with
aktifnya
outside safe
lama kok itu.
explosion to an inside safe
Lumayan.
explosion.
Ada 5
Stay far
detikan.
away from the initial circle, or prepare to spacebar or dash in after checking the first impact. Second, flamethrower. After a sidestep, Seidon will choose a random player and shoot flames from his mouth. There will also be random flame rings throughout the map. You have to
Apaan?
identify them and dodge them as well because they're randomly spawned. If you happen to be a support, this is a good time to use your Rhapsody or Gossent Law to help your teammates because everyone will be taking a lot of damage most of the time. Third, Fear Laser. Seidon will charge up and fire a laser. Anyone hit by this will be feared for quite some time. As scary as this pattern is, it has a long animation before its impact, so practicing recognizing the animation is recommended. Fourth, Pigeon Missiles. Seidon will have a sound cue with him taking off his hat and disappear afterwards. He will appear in front of a random player and spawn a series of pigeon missiles. These pigeon missiles will fire at a large curve at high speed. Each missile do small damage, but it causes a stun, so staying closer to him causes a shotgun damage which results into death. The dodging positions are usually his right side or behind them and coming up to the frontwards to avoid the whole travel path of the missile. Fifth, circle ball counter. Seidon will jump very slowly and get on top of the circus ball. The counter timing is very forgivable, so most of the time it is a very easy counter to hit. However, if counter happens to be on internal cooldown, or counters happen to fail, this is one of the most dangerous damaging pattern. Seidon will chase one member and proceed to emit fires along the path. It is crucial to use all your maneuver skills to avoid Seidon, or have the support to take shield skills to intercept the hit to get Seidon off his circus ball. Legion Raid Kakul-Saydon is where the game starts and add more mechanics to create more chaos in the raid. It is crucial to avoid unnecessary death because losing a member from a 4-man raid is more critical than an 8-man raid. As long as everyone's in the raid keep calm and identify each special patterns quickly, the raid itself will be very easy to clear. With that being said, this covers the guide of the Legion Raid Kakul-Saydon first game.
Anjir. Battle itemnya berarti mau pada bawa apa aja? Battle itemnya mau pada bawa apa aja? Gue nggak time stop atro.
Does not have over.
Iya, ada buff. Ntar. Ayo. Terus 30
Fish dulu nggak?
Gue cek
Bisa
buat
fish nggak, Win?
like out 2 kali. Next time 2
Tuh masinis gue masukin guild ya, boleh nggak? Kalau masinis gue gedein kok itu.
ya attack speed. Oh, attack speed.
Yuk. Apa? Kenapa?
Fish.
Oh, fish. Yasin dong. Oh.
Dapat biru aja tuh. Ya, gua auto skip. Oh, ini nggak ada quest ya? Bisa ada quest ya?
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Kayak kocak nih voice actor-nya.
You scared me. Oh, everyone. Let me introduce you to the fool who appeared like a comet.
Oh. Ya, Bapak Brooks Mayhem ya, Pak. Aneh banget ya lantainya, gua hampir nggak bisa kelihatan apa-apa.
Stagger ya dikit lagi ya. Gua kena akhir.
Depan. Mesti lempar bom itu. Gua nggak lempar.
Gua juga ngelempar lagi animasi, tanggung lah. Pakai skill aja.
Enggak, gua kira harus bisa gitu.
Cuman kita harus simpen. Ya nggak usah kena. Solusi gampangnya
30 ya.
kan kena. Free damage awal-awal. Goblok. Awas api.
Kuning.
Kuning
X.
belakang.
Plus. Awas Pigeon di belakangnya nanti.
Au. Lagi. Anjir, mampuk gua.
Lagi stagger. Ini apa?
Ini apa ya? Samping.
Aduh, gua rasa pendek.
Ya.
Jauhan. Jadi badut aja nggak apa-apa, Cok. Tapi dia dapat buffan level. Kabur.
Kok nggak bisa kalian sendiri?
Kan di cleanse ini.
Kok nggak
Mau
bisa
yang
kalian sendiri pakai yang E itu ya?
Gua nggak ngeliat apa.
Nggak apa, enak dong lu nambah darah lagi.
Ini apa? Pigeon ke belakangnya. Like out kali 3 apa?
Ping, hati. Hati.
Ping dong.
Satu doang berarti.
Ada 2. Lah, mana?
Ping dong. Yang kalau hati ping.
Kalau
Kita
hati
ngeliat yang
ping.
lain.
Ulang aja.
Ini di satu kan?
Kan bisa banyak. Dia kan antara 3 hati atau 1 hati.
Apa sih? Gua nggak.
Jadi kan kita bagi 4 nih. Bagi 4 lu lihat Saydon lu itu hati apa sparkle. Kalau hati lu pink.
Kalau bukan jangan usah ping. Nah kita ngeliat yang paling beda sendiri. Kalau misalnya pingnya 1 berarti ngeliat yang ngeping.
Iya,
Tapi kalau pingnya 3 ngeliat yang jangan ping.
Gua nggak kelihatan tadi.
Berarti ada 1 lagi yang nggak pink kan.
Laser Fear, awas.
Nggak counter.
Cepet banget itu. Nggak ada. Awas itu kabur itu. Itu target gue itu, target gue. Kuning. Samping.
Serong.
Tiger 3 lagi. Sampingnya.
Kok counternya dia cepet ya? Ada masih belum keluar juga. Keluar pigeon ya? Bukan.
Ini apa? Sino muter.
Ya apa?
Itu.
Oh, aduh, gua lost.
Lihat kanan bawah. Ya. Itu kayak Medusa dia, jadi lu jangan ngelihat tempat lu.
Buka video lagi.
Jadi lu jangan lihat punya lu, tapi lihat yang beda dari yang lain.
Mau lihat video dulu nggak?
Nggak usah, gua nggak ngeliat ping kalian. Gua nggak kelihatan ping kalian tadi.
Itu satu arena kok. Merah sampingnya, aduh. Oh gitu ya, sampingnya.
Gua nggak kelihatan warna.
Dia pas meledaknya kelihatan warnanya apa. Jangan liatin pas dia megang bolanya, pas dia mundur tuh meledak gitu dia. Tiger, kita lagi
3 kali dia.
dari depan doang yang itu Tiger. Dikit lagi nih like out. Tuh kuning itu.
Nah, gue itu ya.
Serong.
Serong.
Lama. Udah bait. Mekanik. Kanan atas, lihat ya. Joget. Kayaknya.
Oke, joget nih susah nih.
Ini lu berdirinya sesuai nama ini kartu lu tempatnya. Kalau dia ngadep belakang beda ya, Pak? Gimana sih?
Iya.
Beda. Ya kapan nih?
Lu salah kayaknya dah, beneran. Goblok.
Jangan ikutin.
Beda.
Kalau ngadep belakang jangan ikutin, pencet yang selain itu.
Lama sih kayaknya masih bisa.
Ini dia kena damage doang kok.
Dia kalau
Lu
dua
lepas
kali,
Mayhem, Mel. Kan abis dari boneka.
lu jadi badut.
Tunggu, kayaknya ini fight boleh.
Ya,
Oh
itu
sih,
yang-
kabur dulu.
Tunggu, saya jatuh semua dulu.
Oh, hindarin dulu.
Awas, jangan deket-deket gua.
Stagger.
Roulette tuh yang mana sih?
Roulette yang kayak samain kartu kok, cuman ada garisnya.
Ini apa sih? Joget lagi.
Enggak, ini
Roulette.
Liatin kartu lu berubah tuh.
Gagal. Gua kena dong.
belum mulai.
Punya kok
Berubah kartu di kepala lu, berubah liatin aja.
Berubah kartu kalau lihat. Terus backgroundnya lu lihat tuh ada garisnya ada tuh.
Hati ada ring yang terbang juga.
goblok nggak nyampe. Habis ini meledak kan ya?
Iya, abis ini kabur jauh. Kabur.
Sekarang
Kabur keluar. Ntar gua habis ulti.
ini
Ya, kenapa nyamperin sih? Dah. Kalau kayak gitu kabur aja melen jauh. Jangan mondar. Kena anjir itu kan lu gerak-gerak mulu, gue jadi bingung hindarinnya gimana.
harus
Kalau jadi badut, jadi nungguin aja biar jadi orang paling orang aja.
Oh, cuman kalau kita jadi badut dia dapat defense reduction gitu kok. Tuh kali 3 tuh yang buff dia.
cuma 3%.
Yang hati tuh ambil tuh.
Ambil hati.
Waduh,
ini.
itu terlalu deket tuh. Bantu ping.
Si Sesanana. Aduh.
Ya.
Kau dom itu kodom, ada. Santai.
Sekarat. Terus gua ngilanginnya gimana caranya?
Tunggu.
Oh,
Duh.
anjir. Enggak
tahu.
malu.
Berarti kalau kayak gitu ntar mencar aja udah. Yang dadu gitu. Itu nomor pattern, itu no pattern biasa. Constack.
Ketahuannya gimana itu? Dia ngelempar dadu atau apa sih?
Jadi orang yang kena target itu antara dia yang beku atau enggak dia yang ngarahin ke 3 player.
Enggak, ancang-ancangnya beku itu ya gimana?
Oh, dia ada apa ya?
Iya,
Ada
jadi kalau
clue-nya
dia
kan?
kalau dia pas lagi ngelempar gitu, misalkan orang yang hati itu kalau nggak beku, jadi kayak tiga kita tuh tadi tuh beku. Kalau nggak dia yang ngarahin kartunya ke 3 player yang beku. Nah kalau misalkan dia doang yang beku, kita 3 player tuh bebas bisa lari-lari.
Enggak, ancang-ancangnya aja. Iya,
Ya, tadi kan itu kan ngeliat dia yang lempar dadu.
jadi dadu.
Ya kalau udah pas gitu udah mencar aja bikin tiga segitiga gitu. Ada sih gini.
Barisan sih biar
Ntar di
begini.
videonya ada nggak sih dia ini?
Ada dia ada sebut ada
Ada
ciri-cirinya.
yang dice.
Mau mulai.
Itu nomor pattern biasa.
Oh ini dice, ntar.
Iya ada ini. Dia normal pattern tapi dia ada ciri-cirinya sebelum mau keluar. Dia ada ngomong sesuatu gitu. Terlalu rame dah, gue pusing anjir. Ini tuh terlalu rame. Tanya terlalu rame.
Bentuk segitiga. Mau lu kartu lu apa kayak udah bentuknya segitiga gitu.
Yang penting agak jauhan aja sih dari itunya. Agak jauhan aja dari kakulnya.
Iya.
Biar ada waktu.
Jadi pas lempar dadu ya. Berarti maksud lu antara satu beku atau satu yang free gitu kan?
Iya.
Oh ya.
Kalau satu doang yang beku kita kayak ini aja kayak counter Valtan ganti-gantian. Lu kalau udah minggir jauh. Nggak usah ke situ biar nggak kagok kartunya ke lu.
Udah ayo.
Nih lu diem dulu kalau udah gedak baru pasti jangan kalau lari-lari gitu puyeng terhindarin gimana. Kayak Pigeon dah.
Aw.
Dia baliknya ke situ aja.
Lama banget ya.
Lupa.
TB-in dah. Kalau ada plus minggir aja yang jauh. Spear. Pigeon lagi. Ke belakangnya. Pelan-pelan ke depannya.
Belakang kanan dah.
Anjir, gue masih kena.
Aduh.
Tiger.
Ya, gue lagi hit dadu.
Oh, nggak nyamping gua. Itu di target satu orang itu sisanya kabur aja.
Wah.
Like out, posisi. Bawah berarti.
Berarti gua di gua. Oke. Jauh banget itu.
Itu target satu
Cara-cara
orang.
gua lagi lompat. Saya miliki. Waduh. Udah kan udah. Oh, awas. Aduh,
Mel.
banyak lagi.
Itu lo ada gituan Mel, astaga.
Special delivery apa ya?
Oh, kuning itu awas. Di serong.
Ah. Ini apa ya? Ini apa? Aku bingung.
Nggak sok.
Lu abis jadi boneka jangan lupa mayhem lagi. Oh. Cooldown ya?
Lu kalau jadi boneka lu bisa lempar-lempar itu tuh yang E sama Q-nya. Q-nya enggak.
Kalau nggak salah defense reduction deh.
Habis E lu ledakin pakai Q.
Serong.
Serong. Wah,
Lama banget sih itu. Ngebet anjing.
Oh, gila. Mati.
Mati belum?
Pojokin gua. Ini apa?
Pigeon.
Awas.
Belakangnya habis terus ke depan kanan. Iya. Fire, jadi.
Api.
Oh itu masih. Kuning, serong.
Ah. Wah.
Karena ini
Ini apa? Awas, baris.
belum, bukan.
Itu apaan?
Warna apa sih itu gua nggak kelihatan.
Posisi.
Kok nggak ada ping?
Oh,
Oke. Kaget gua nggak ada yang ping. Ah, goblok, gua samperin.
dibully bangsat.
Oh,
Oh,
dodge.
pigeon.
Ini sekali
Gimana?
ping jauh banget kan?
Belinya nggak selalu ke belakang ya?
Oh, awas jangan deket gua.
Iya,
Gua
iya.
lagi kena stun.
Ada ad. Ah, Terserah, kalau mau Nana juga boleh. Ntar.
Hop. Hop. Waduh.
Lu kena damage, Mel. Keluar dari situ, Mel.
Lu nggak bisa keluar.
Lu kan lebih dari setengah. Dia setiap lebih dari setengah sama full. Iya, itu si Domi ini. Setengah dia.
Kecil tuh.
Pigeon.
Kang.
Lihat ke depannya. Nafir, awas.
Awas, dot dulu.
Ini lucu. Lari dong dia. Ini.
Awas tuh, muter-muter.
Tiger,
Sekali.
samping.
Samping. Ada yang tinggal.
Selalu dari samping aja.
Tropi kelas.
Dari samping nggak bakal ada shield.
Nyerong.
Udah kasih tau aja warna apa, jangan nyerong.
Ya udah.
Soalnya warna apa? Oh, iya.
Awas, jauh.
Awas. Di mana hati? Dah.
Ish.
Lihat tiga.
Lah kok gua kena? Udah ketat ya? Udah kutompok padahal. Oh dia rada maju ya? Pas ini ya? Apa enggak?
Dia kan hitboxnya kadang suka ngasem, Win. Jadi lu kalau kedekatan hitboxnya kemana?
Dia rada maju udah kayaknya dah. Makanya
Wah, tapi. Gua ngecas lagi.
Ke samping.
Ah. Kaget loh. Eh, bola dah.
Star of this show.
Oke. Ada 3 berarti.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Ya elah, lu ngapain deket-deket sih? Ngapain deket-deket juga sih? Ngapain ditempel?
Enggak, gua gak ngadep juga. Kok kebeng.
Kalau lu di 3 munduran baru ngadep dia lagi. Jangan terlalu nempel.
Dia karena ini yang hindarin off di awal.
Kuning.
Kuning.
Terong.
Kok nggak di tengah.
Ah. Anjir, gua lupa nge-restock. Willet lagi, goblok. Gua cuma ada 1. Willet.
This show.
Oke.
Pan.
Apa? Ini baris kayaknya ya. Tarik. Oh,
Udah.
untuk
3 kali. Oh, kadang
narik.
3 ya.
Gua di sini berarti paling kiri. Ini tempatnya fix kayaknya.
Yes, nice.
Salah, goblok.
Wonderful. So wonderful. Oh, saucy boys.
Kalau gue ikutin goblok. Gue kira itu yang anjing. Gue kira itu yang goblok.
Set. Kilo, nggak bisa lihat.
Asas kabur.
Set, buset, di tank semua.
Ini
Card
jatuh.
Oh, oke. Dodge dulu.
Ngumpul aja kalau gini.
Stagger. Depan. Spear, awas jangan depannya.
Cell delivery.
Pigeon. Depannya.
Mencat dulu.
Ini apa ya?
Mana
Oh,
dia?
roulette.
Itu satu mekanik kayaknya bisa di skip.
Belum. Awas ada ringnya. Lihat sih.
Ah,
Punya gua apa ini?
kalah gua. Goblok. Ini udah ketiga ya?
Kabur.
Ada. Itu udah. Ay,
Wah, bunuh. Itu awas ada tower. Apa ini? Oke.
Ini posisi.
Oke.
Ping? Nggak ada.
Oke. Kan?
Dadu. Yang keriting itu keriting.
Gua keriting.
Gua dulu. Datu, ambil itu, hati.
biarin ambil habis itu.
Gua.
Mel.
Oke, nice.
Nice. Kuning. Woi,
Tuh, Mel,
merah woi.
Mel, anjir. Ayo.
Bunuh aja. Gua itu lari dianya nyerak anjing.
Hellblade anjing.
Beli, jangan lupa.
That's enough warming up. Let's go to the next page. Huh?
Yang kedua, gua kira yang satu nggak selesai hari ini dong. Gua nggak nonton yang kedua.
Gua juga belum nonton.
Terus ntar yang MVP si Dom.
Ini My Hammer kan.
Saydon, Apir, Mayhem, Fog, Card Flip.
Tuh.
Ini bagus. GB.
Mantap apa? Tidak level nyatanya.
Iya.
Gua sih harus nonton dong. Kalau nggak blind. Ntar.
Ntar dulu dah, gue WC dulu deh.
Hey everyone, welcome to the detailed Legion Raid guide series.
Ya. Gue yakin minggu depan Get 1 ngulang-ngulang lagi juga. Coba main di e-level pakai alt lu. Makin sekarang week pertama sama Puk. kelihatan sama kayak gini. Gua nggak tahu safety zone apaan. Bentar. Eh, cut flip mah gampang kan. Lu yang penting jangan di pojok aja. Oh, bisa di logika dari live streaming-nya ATK lah. Mini game-nya yang itu ya, yang Pac-Man ya?
Ya, ya bilang aja misalkan gua di jam 7, si Sanhana jam 11, si Dom jam 5. Nanti lu kalau udah misalkan dari 3 itu udah deket lu ping, kan itu kan lu bisa ping tuh mapnya. Jadi kan misalkan kan gua nge-zoom, gua ngepingnya di kiri gua gitu. Lu ke sini. Terus lu nanti lihat lu nya ada ke sana gitu. Ya kalau mau share screen serah lu.
Jangan share screen. Coba dulu. Idom udah balik tuh kayaknya.
Hmm?
Idom udah balik. Tadi dia join ini,
Iya.
share screen.
Nonton itu.
Hey everyone, welcome to the detailed Legion Raid guide series. This is a guide
Yeah,
for the Legion Raid Kakul-Saydon.
Lah, buffering.
Kaku's all gates have main mechanic, Mayhem Gauge. Just like Vikis Gate 3, you'll have this Mayhem Gauge throughout the fight. Feel free to take a look at Gate 1 video again in the beginning to understand the details. The second gate's boss, Cikuy, is one of the most mobile boss in Lost Ark Legion raids. He is tiny, agile,
nggak ada
and
suaranya.
teleports around